Can Zeke deke again? It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First look is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's second down. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And partner, sometimes it's good for a team to get the Thursday nighter right after a loss because you don't have very long to stew on what just happened. You have to turn right around, get ready, and go out and play again. Or, as one of the veterans told me, I actually like this because I can keep my anger for this short amount of time and take it out on the other team.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Play action now. Bridgewater rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mack Wilson. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw, Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Bridgewater to throw it. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Back to the ground now with Gordon. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 16 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Bridgewater under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And New York set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Bridgewater on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 22. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. first down. Prescott eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Here's Elliott. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Armstead able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Finds his tight end Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. That ball complete to Isabella. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Mike 50, Mike 50, and 47. Let's put that team on the buck. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time to take a glance into what we've seen so far from Teddy Bridgewater. And I guess the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater hits his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
Let's go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Going underneath for Gordon.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
52. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater and the grab by Croft. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again with Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you are planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hey, we go 40. Get the 50. Check Mike 50. We go 46. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Prescott to throw it. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott yet again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Count. 47, 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So we reach halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I can hear about that from him soon.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 41, Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped a double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at third. To 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Gordon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 29. Bridgewater under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Bridgewater to throw it. This is Gordon on the dump off. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Here we go. Go, Eddie. Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 4. Check number 19.
They go play action here on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. But this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Elliott, toss right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Elliott. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A first down carry by Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. That escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They can't stop us, baby.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's how we do it, baby.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
It's caught. Shepard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing, Bridgewater. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
To throw is Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that's complete to Croft. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up.
He's got a man, complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 26.
Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Quit talking about it and bring it. 26.
Here's Prescott. Buying time to his... He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
The Giants now down by 4, 40 seconds to go. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Cowboys, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile,